Right now, the biggest sporting event on Earth is underway. 48 teams, 104 matches, billions of people watching. But this video isn't about football. It's about the organization behind it, one of the most unusual businesses on the planet. In 2022, roughly 5 billion people engaged with the World Cup across TV, streaming, and social media. The final alone reached close to 1.5 billion. No movie premiere, no election, no royal wedding comes close. And the organization that controls all of it doesn't own a single club, a single stadium, or a single player contract. Welcome to Industry Decoded. Today, FIFA, how a Swiss non-profit turned 90 minutes of football into a $13 billion machine. FIFA, the Fédération Internationale de Football Association, was founded in 1904 in Paris by 7 European football associations. Today it runs from a glass headquarters in Zurich and counts 211 member associations. That's 18 more members than the United Nations. Those members are organized into 6 continental confederations: Europe, South America, Africa, Asia, North and Central America, and Oceania. FIFA sits above them all as the global governing body. It writes the international calendar, sets the rules of the game, and organizes the tournaments that matter most. Legally, FIFA is registered as a non-profit association under Swiss law, the same legal form as a local chess club, except this chess club held $2.7 billion in reserves at the end of 2025. The structure has 3 layers. The FIFA Congress, 211 associations, 1 vote each, is the parliament. The FIFA Council, 37 members led by the president, sets strategy, and the General Secretariat in Zurich runs the business day to day. That structure is relatively new. In 2015, U.S. prosecutors indicted senior football officials on racketeering and bribery charges totaling more than $150 million, a scandal that ended the previous leadership and forced sweeping reforms, term limits, a new council, and a formal separation between politics and management. So what does this organization actually sell? Here's the key to understanding FIFA. It doesn't sell football. Football is everywhere. Streets, parks, schoolyards. It's free. What FIFA sells is access. Access to the rarest product in sport, a tournament that happens once every 4 years, where nations, not clubs, compete, and the whole planet watches at the same time. Scarcity times emotion times attention. That's the formula. The money flows in through 4 big pipes: television broadcasting rights, networks and streamers paying for the right to show the matches, marketing rights, global brands paying to stand next to the emotion, ticketing and hospitality, and licensing, from video games to replica shirts. In 2025 alone, broadcasting brought in just over $1 billion, and marketing rights another $965 million, and that was a warm-up year. Want to see the machine in action? In summer 2025, FIFA launched a brand new tournament, the expanded Club World Cup, one event, staged in a single country. It generated $2.1 billion, a $1 billion global streaming deal, $669 million in sponsorship, $410 million in tickets and hospitality, and Chelsea walked away with $115 million for winning it. But here's the thing about FIFA's finances that almost nobody understands. Look at the last 3 years of results. 2023, a loss of $390 million. 2024, a loss of $612 million. 2025, a loss of $263 million. 3 consecutive years in the red, on purpose. Because FIFA doesn't think in years, it thinks in 4-year cycles, and almost all the revenue arrives in year 4, the World Cup year. The 2019 to 2022 cycle brought in a record $7.6 billion, with a $2.4 billion profit in 2022 alone, wiping out 3 years of planned losses. The current cycle is budgeted at $13 billion, and by the end of 2025, 93% of that was already signed and contracted. Nearly $9 billion is expected from the 2026 World Cup alone, and the next cycle is already budgeted higher, $14 billion. Which brings us to the tournament happening right now. The 2026 World Cup is the biggest ever staged. 48 teams instead of 32, 104 matches instead of 64, 16 host cities across 3 countries, the United States, Mexico, and Canada, with the final at MetLife Stadium in New York on July 19th. More teams means more matches. More matches means more broadcast hours, more sponsor slots, more tickets. Over 6 million of them sold. The prize pot reflects it, $871 million distributed to the 48 teams, roughly double what Qatar's teams shared in 2022. Every team is guaranteed at least $12.5 million just for showing up. And here's the elegant part. For FIFA, it owns the tournament, but it doesn't build the stage. Host nations pay for the stadiums, the transport, the security. Qatar spent an estimated $200 billion preparing for 2022. FIFA's return on that spending? It keeps the commercial rights. FIFA's answer to its critics is that the money goes back into football. Under its Forward program, every member association can receive up to $8 million per cycle, $2.25 billion in total, and FIFA says more than 90% of its budgeted investments flow back into the game. The debate is about control and transparency. Who decides, who audits, and whether host cities ever really break even. So where does the machine roll next? The schedule is already locked. 2027, the Women's World Cup in Brazil. 2030, the Men's Centenary Edition, spread across Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, with opening matches in Uruguay, Argentina, and Paraguay to honor the first World Cup of 1930. 6 countries, 3 continents, 1 tournament. And 2034 is confirmed for Saudi Arabia, a decision made by acclamation, with no rival bid, at a virtual Congress in December 2024. Each of those decisions is worth billions, and each one tells you where FIFA sees its next market. So what is FIFA really? It's a regulator that behaves like a rights company, a non-profit that out-earns most corporations. It owns no clubs and no stadiums. It owns the stage where nations compete, and once every 4 years, that stage becomes the most valuable platform in world sport. The next time you watch a World Cup match, remember, you're not just watching football, you're watching a business model built on scarcity, emotion, and the world's attention. That's FIFA Decoded. Subscribe for the next breakdown, and tell us in the comments, which industry should we decode?